I will sign a historic executive order instituting reciprocal tariffs on countries throughout the world. I did a 90-day pause for the people that didn't retaliate.
104% tariffs on China. The tariff rate on China remains the 145% level.
Tariffs. Tariffs.
Washington has been swinging back and forth on the imposition of tariffs, but the one constant has been China.
China.
But it's not stopping money flowing from the road to this country. Do you think it's now the time to look at China?
Of course, those who haven't looked at China yet, they better jump, otherwise too late.
We look forward to continue our investments.
During the 5th China International Consumer Products Expo,
29 U.S. companies have come to this year's Consumer Products Expo, bringing 40 brands. Their combined exhibition area has reached 1,800 square meters. That ranks U.S. companies first among all overseas exhibitors.
So, why are they setting their sights on China now? What's China's attitude towards its foreign trade? I'm now in Hainan, which translates to south of the sea. It's off China's southern coast, surrounded by the turquoise waters of the South China Sea. It's a nice view, but it could also possibly lead people to think about the potential advantages of conducting foreign trade in this area. Before the end of this year, the entire island will turn into a free trade port with independent customs operations, a big step that the country's been planning for 7 years. Let's begin with a look at the numbers. In Hainan, foreign direct investment is rising 36% every year on average. Foreign trade in 2024 took up more than a third of GDP. Zero tariff, zero value-added tax, zero consumption tax on the majority of imports. A 15% income tax. What's exactly behind the figures? Deep sea equipment, airplane maintenance, agriculture, education, consumer goods, telecommunications, and even a space launch site. When did you start to think that, wow, Hainan this is big?
4 months ago. That's when we found out that Hainan is seriously heading towards this direction.
To have a closer look at the attraction for global investors, I went to an investment promotion conference in the capital city of the province, Haikou, which was backed by the Chinese government. 5 years since your last visit to China.
This year so far, this is my 4th visit.
4th visit? Why so frequent? What are you mainly looking for here?
Looking for opportunities. China is the future, really.
How big an impact do you think Hainan will bring to the global trade?
Oh, I think it's going to be, I'm not going to say tomorrow or next year, but within 5 to 10 years, Hainan is going to be a serious location.
International dual circulation.
1,000 representatives from governments, Fortune 500 companies, and big Chinese firms are here. And some of them are coming to sign business deals with the island province. The state-owned capital firm prepared 6 projects on telecommunication infrastructure, information technology, artificial intelligence, and transportation, all for high-tech, dubbed as one of the 4 key industries in the province. And of course, big international conglomerates are not being left behind.
In 2024 alone, Lunchang welcomed over 400,000 medical tourists, with more than 50,000 patients utilizing advanced medical services. This nearly 80% growth year-over-year exemplifies the impressive Hainan speed. Our journey in Hainan began in April 2018, when our PD-1 inhibitor completed its first infusion in Boao Lecheng. Since then, it has benefited more than 280,000 cancer patients in China.
From medical care,
We are also proud to have established the first multinational pharmaceutical legal entity in Hainan in 2023.
To energy development.
With the establishment of Siemens Energy Innovation Center and the Hainan Innovation Alliance, we will gather more companies, universities, professional institutions, and international organizations to build a platform for international cooperation.
The island province will become the world's newest free trade port alongside Hong Kong, Singapore, and Dubai. Some of these places have been a free trade port for 1 or 2 centuries. So how will Hainan stand out from those older free trade ports?
More options, more flexibility, better service.
It's the largest free trade port with the most industries.
Covering 35,000 square kilometers, Hainan will become the world's largest free trade port.
It covers an area that is 50 times as big as Singapore and 30 times bigger than Hong Kong. So to some extent, it not only can conduct regular business like many other traditional free trade ports, it even has enough room for many other industries, like high-end manufacturing.
And it's far from enough.
Hainan Free Trade Port now links the world's biggest consumer market. Within a 4-hour flight from Hainan, it can cover nearly half of the world's population. And within 8-hour flights distance, it can cover nearly 70% of the population.
That's what attracting investors entering into this market. How do you view the Hainan Free Trade Port?
Ambitious project. In general, we're gonna have a fund, an investment fund. We're starting early. We do business in China as a whole, but mainly in Hainan now. We're focusing on Hainan because Hainan is turning into like a free zone in general. They are relaxing visa restrictions. They're relaxing financial services, legislation, flow of funds, and of course, flow of products.
Well, a slew of preferential policies for importers and exporters. In addition to those outcomes like duty-free consumer goods, I paid a visit to an airplane maintenance facility near the Haikou Meilan International Airport, an industry that's inevitably interacting with the world. That aircraft is from Mongolia, and that one from Vietnam, that one from Canada. They're all landed here, waiting for maintenance. While inside a hangar, everyone's kept busy. It's almost working at full capacity.
Here, we can repair 8 narrow-body aircraft, or 2 wide-body aircraft and 4 narrow-body aircraft. More than 700 airplanes were fixed here in 2024 for heavy maintenance services. The number of planes from overseas companies that went through overall body maintenance rose 6 times from 2023 to 2024.
More than 20 overseas companies have sent their planes to the site for a repair or painting. Qatar Airlines, Royal Air Philippines, Vietjet Air, and Air Asia are all big clients at this facility. One of the most attractive policies is that they don't need to pay a tariff when importing components to this place and get them onto the planes. How much can it help airlines save through the bonded policy?
Around 10%. For Boeing planes, a third of the aerial materials come from the US. Usually, big components are from Hamburg, Germany, and France. Overall, Europe and US are the main origins.
Though the US has been continuing imposing more tariffs on China's exports, China's Ministry of Commerce announced on April 10th that all bonded policies within special customs supervision areas within China's pilot free trade zones remained unchanged. And thus Wang said, so far there has not been a major change in the business. It's now only a matter of months before the start of independent customs operations at this free trade port. A lot has been coming out in the past 7 years, from policymakers and from companies joining the area. But clearly, more is anticipated.
We already signed an LOI with Hainan government, and we are waiting to go through more details. And we are speaking about an investment fund in multiple areas. This year, I think we are knowing more about Hainan, discussing the cooperation and the joint investment plan with Hainan government.
Our impression is that Hainan is the place, is heading correctly. So, and it's exactly what we want. But we are still looking, and we are also negotiating. The good thing is that the leadership in Hainan are listening to us, and they are asking for our suggestions and our ideas and our needs. So that's very encouraging.